All right, we are back with another video, and today I'm gonna be keeping you up tonight with this TikTok. I don't know if you guys know who Bob Ross is. Bob Ross, famous painter. He's dead, but there's actually a theory about him circulating the internet right now. It's called Happy Little Incidents. Let's watch this. Did you all read that first part? I'll read it for you guys. Happy Little Incidents. Alright, what if Bob Ross was a serial killer and his paintings where he buried the bodies? Five female victims were found, half their bodies eaten. And look there. So we're going to click that and we're going to see these theories. Look. Bob Ross was never teaching you how to paint. Shoot, we don't make mistakes. See? We just have happy little incidents. As long as you're learning and not failing, people don't look at you like, we've always been weird. So it's no big deal. Let it go. See if you're doing anything and believing that you can do it. Basically, it's his quote.
Tell you what, if I'm going to fall off in there, I want to land on something soft. I find a fan brush and dip it in the liquid white, into the titanium white. Gonna get a touch, be right back, a phthalo blue right in there. So we have liquid white to thin the paint, titanium white, and a little touch of phthalo.
You ever heard of the Bob Ross theory?
No, I haven't. No, what's that?
So
Bob Ross.
Jumpers Jump podcast. They actually do make quality videos. If you watch their videos without the your phones are being spied on thingy.
This one's going viral right now, actually.
Yeah.
So there's a theory that Bob Ross, you know who he is. He's a painter. He does all of these, like, see that? Grab that real quick.
Like these types of art?
Yeah. So he does paintings like this, like very landscape paintings, a lot of nature shit, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, there's a theory that Bob Ross paints the landscapes and paints the areas of places where he hid bodies.
What?
Yeah.
No.
So take this in. So I'm gonna show you a picture. This is one of his most famous paintings ever.
Yeah, and Bob Ross is like super innocent too.
Yeah.
He looks super innocent.
This painting, it's called Happy Little Accidents, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
this painting is an exact comparison to this real life place with this tree.
Okay.
And at this location, they found 5 dead women, half eaten alive.
Half eaten?
And buried under the tree.
Where is this?
I think this is in the States somewhere.
Who would eat bodies though?
I don't know. But keep in mind the title, Happy Little Accidents. So Bob Ross painted it and titled it Happy Little Accidents. Why is that such a sus name? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so what are his other paintings like? Also like,
there's
murder.
There's another one that's like betrayal and grief. There's different titles. But the theory goes that every single painting that he's done is a clue, or at least even the exact location of where he hid these bodies that he's killed.
Oh, so he's killed.
Yeah, he's killed.
What? Nah.
Or who knows? Because this is just a theory. What if Bob Ross has a friend that he knows of.
Yeah.
Or he's friends with a serial
And
killer.
he's just covering up for him?
No, maybe he's just leaving hints. Like, that's how, maybe he feels guilty.
Yeah.
Right? That's just my own theory. Let's say you had a friend.
Okay.
And he was like a serial killer, but that's like your...
You guys get it, right?
The Bob Ross theory. Everyone knows who Bob Ross is, an extremely talented and upbeat painter, known for always being calm, cool, and collected, and of course always having a smile on his face.
Alright, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Bob Ross is tough, though. Don't get me wrong. Bob Ross may be dead and shit, but he's fucking tough. He's tough. He's too innocent, because I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on this theory.
There's speculation that he was actually a serial killer because of this painting right here. This painting is called Happy Little Accidents. Look.
Scary, right? Here's...
Wait, this isn't hell, this is wrong damn place. Ah, you gotta be kidding me, stupid, sloppy, muddy garbage, happy little accidents, my ass.
Oh, my hair! Well, what the Fred? What the fuck, Fred? You just exposed me on live TV, you fucking idiot! My eyes!
Touch the top of that peak. Oh, no, not like that.
Oh, come on. What even is that? That looks terrible. Damn it. Look at it. Ruined the whole mountain. Fuck this shit. I can't paint. I quit art. What the hell is this? Whose bright idea was it to give me this bright neon crap? I asked for solid colors, not this garbage. I've said it 1,000 damn times. These aren't the colors I fucking asked for. And with just a little OxyClean. Watch this. Hey, man, what are you... Stupid motherfucker. Do you know how long that took to paint? Get the fuck out of my face before I crash the fuck out on you and everyone else here!
You know, this AI...
What the fuck do you think you're doing with my studio, you little shit? Whoa. I'm not painting happy little trees for your shitty footage, goddammit! Bob. You want to see chaos? I'll show you chaos, motherfucker! Every little tree, every happy fucking cloud, gone now, bitch!
Wait, this isn't hell, this is wrong damn place. Ah, you gotta...
It's Sora. But on the thing that will keep you up all night tonight, we're going to be reacting to scary videos.
I'll say goodbye, see. Oh, it's the end of the world. Don't blame yourself.
A TikToker decided to mess with the man in front of him while waiting in line, but his reaction was unsettling as he just begins to stare without saying anything. After 15 seconds go by, the strange man says he messed with the wrong guy just before walking outside. The TikToker brushes it off as nothing and proceeds to order some food, but that's when he notices the creepy man stalking him from outside the glass. And having had enough, the TikToker goes outside to confront the man and offers some food to apologize for what he did. The man accepts the offer, and the two sit down and share a meal. But this is when things take a turn for the worse, because during their conversation, the creepy man reveals that he's dealing with anger issues and explains that his therapist told him to get out more and make human connections. After this, the TikToker decides to cut the meal short and head home. But what would you do in this situation? A TikToker...
I would not even do that.
Have you already seen the Soul Eyes doll that is keeping millions of people awake tonight? If you think this is just a toy, you aren't paying attention, because once you make eye contact, it's already too late. Recently, a series of insane clips has surfaced, and they are shattering everything we know about craftsmanship. At first glance, it looks like a masterpiece of art, perfectly stitched clothing, realistic hair, and porcelain skin. But look closer at the face, because the eyes aren't made of glass or plastic, they are biological. These eyes not only move, they dilate and track you across the room with a level of intelligence that shouldn't exist in an object. This isn't just a realistic doll, it's a presence that feels like it's scanning your very soul.
The dancing plague? I don't really know about that. Yo! I knew that. I know these guys, huh? They would do that to us. Yo. Did y'all notice that in Gravity Falls? Now that's creepy.
Remember the bunny dog that presses the buttons and shit?
Oh yeah.
So, did you know recently they had to like give it medications because the dog started to think like and started to ask itself, why is it human?
No.
Yo, we didn't talk about this?
No, we didn't. What the fuck?
So that dog that was infamous on TikTok, literally so famous, they press buttons like bunny eats now.
Yeah.
Bunny wants walk, whatever, right?
He started questioning himself.
So before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Their
about.
phones were being spied on. Click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
No.
The owners, they ended up putting buttons onto the board that are like a little bit more interesting, a little bit
like
more
you can
advanced.
okay.
They can make longer sentences. Bunny asked, why bunny dog?
Did you just say, who this? And then look in the mirror? Who this? That's Bunny.
Huh? And it would say that and walk toward the mirror and just look at itself for hours.
Oh no.
So they ended up having to give it like depression medication because it became too aware of its own consciousness.
For a dog.
Yo. Honestly, I believe in that shit, bro.
Remember the bunny dog that...
Door, any other color door. Red door, yellow door, any other color door. Red door, yellow door, any other...
The people you see in the game were having a sleepover and they all decided to play the game Red Door, Yellow Door. And of course it ended really bad for them. This is one of those games that you should never play. It's called Red Door, Yellow Door, and normally you need 2 people to play. One person acts as the guide and the other will act as the traveler. The traveler will lay down on their back and place their head on the guide's lap. The guide will take their fingers and rub the temples of the traveler, while the traveler holds their hands up in the air, close their eyes, and repeat the words, red door, yellow door, any other color door. Traveler will then end up in a trance where they will be able to see multiple doors that are normally the colors red or yellow. However, there's a lot of other color doors that a lot of people have seen. Once the traveler enters one of these doors, the guide's job is to make sure that the traveler does not get in trouble. The guide is supposed to wake the traveler up in case the traveler runs into any type of entities. There's one entity everybody talk about. They call him the Hat Man. If you see this entity while you're traveling, be sure to not hesitate to wake the guide up. It's very important for the traveler to let the guide know what they see, like stairs, clocks, or just random people.
This is considered one of the most dangerous dolls ever made, and definitely not something you'd want to give to a child. Save this and share it so others are aware.
How do I meet the strangest men? They all
Alright, you see that?
always seem to
Cannabis? That's weed. That's fucking weed. They put weed and alcohol in old cough syrup. Give me that shit. I'm just kidding.
Find me. Remember that time when...
Yo. Nah, bro. If I see that in my house, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send myself. Actually, no, I'm gonna send that. You know, I don't mind it. If I see that, I'm sending myself to the adoption center for lifting the rug. Or even moving into that house.
Way back when I kissed a guy.
Uh-oh. You know, if that's a real Chucky, you could just drop kick that motherfucker. You could just drop kick that guy to the moon.
Who ate his women friends.
Okay, bro. Nah, bro. That's Ronald McTism. Nah, bro. That's Ronald McDonald.
Now only dogs will follow me.
That's Jeffrey Epstein and P. Diddy. Mixes a pale man.
Is he follow? I bite at the hand that feeds me. Slap at the face that eats me.
Dr. Phil without a mustache.
Some kind of
turbine after hurricanes.
Animal cannibal.
Damn. 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 That's scary.
Creepy last words people said right before dying. Registered nurse Shirley Smith said that she had a very rich patient who was a true Satanist that was dying of cancer. The patient had upside-down crosses and a Satan's Bible by her bed.
Oh, fucking hell no. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, never do what this woman did. Never ever. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Jesus is like fucking always, man. You know, personally, I love Jesus personally, and I hope you guys do too. And I hope you guys never do this ever.
Shirley said that she will never forget what happened. It was the middle of the summer, and yet it was so cold and dark in her room that you couldn't even stand it, even in the middle of the day. She said,
I remember watching an episode of a Netflix show called Haunted. And on the show, there was this nurse, and she was saying, like there was a whole episode dedicated to it, hour-long episode. She was all saying, my patient, she had a Bible, a Satan's Bible. I'll record a video on it tonight for you guys to watch it again. Well, I get to watch it again, but you guys get to watch it like probably the first time. But after this video, I will make a video on it. And this is the last video of the night to spook you guys out. Because when I
got so evil.
When I record on Saturdays, it's Spooky Saturday. That's what we're doing from now on. Let's hit it.
feeling in there that she had to call a priest to pray with her and her aides before they would even enter the room. When the patient passed away, she had not spoken in over 24 hours. And then all of a sudden, she sat straight up and said, "Satan."
Dude, I swear to God, if I hear a woman say Satan take me. Nah, bro. Satan, adoption. Actually, no. Satan, orphanage. Woman, orphanage. And, what else? Any, Satan Bible, any mentions of Satan, adoption center. Actually, no. Orphanage. Streets. Shut up, Oreo. Yeah. That's not normal for my cat's meows, bro. That last meow, yo. I think a skinwalker's in the house, bro. I hope not. I mean, there is a bat under the couch. Like a baseball bat under the couch. You know what? Let's continue.
Take me. And then she fell back on the bed. Shirley said that after she passed, the room got bright and extremely warm. Shockingly, when they moved the patient's body, they had to get rid of the mattress because where her body had been, it looked burnt. And the most horrible smell was emanating from the mattress cover. Needless to say, Shirley went to confession immediately because she did not want an evil spirit around her. A nurse said that one of their patients had a serious recurrence and had to be admitted. Over the course of several nights, he had become quite upset during rounds. He kept asking for his wallet, saying that he had to pay the ferryman. The medical student on rotation in the department.
Yo, is that Ghost from Call of Duty? Or should I say Call of Booty? Alright, I should get out now. Spam get out in the comments. And tell me if this was a good scary Saturday for you guys.
Took a quarter out of his pocket and put it in the patient's hand. The patient then dropped the coin into the cup on his bedstand and calmed down. Later that night, he passed away quietly. The nurse asked what happened. The medical student, who remembered his Greek mythology, said that the patient had to pay Charon, the ferryman, to be taken across the river Styx. A nurse said that he was doing rounds at a hospital. There was one 2-patient room, and one of the patients was a very loud and confused woman who could be quiet.
Yo. Yo. Nah, bro. My cat's meow was so fucking deep earlier, bro. I gotta play the recording back and see how deep that meow was, but I don't trust that thing. I don't trust it. I don't trust it, Oreo. Or whatever you are. Nah, bro. There was a deep meow. I heard a deep meow earlier. But yeah, the whole room being cold thing. There's a whole episode of a show that I really like on it. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna watch it.
A handful. On this particular night, she had a roommate who had passed away shortly before the nurse entered the room. She was DNR, so there was no code blue. When he entered the room, he noticed that the elderly lady, who was usually very loud and confused, was sitting quietly with her hands crossed neatly upon her lap. Something was different, and there was this look of serenity on her face. She asked him in a voice that seemed much younger and clearer than before, "Did you see them, young man? They're so beautiful." He said, "No, ma'am, there's no one else here." She said, "They're right next to you, talking to Mrs. Banneker. The angels. They're so beautiful." He said that he instantly felt every hair of his body stand up and an electric tingle course up and down his spine. "They're not here for me this time," she said sadly. Creepy last words people said, right?
Yeah.
It was a 4-year-old boy. He said that in his past life, he was Princess Diana.
What the
Yeah. And this was all over, I think it was UK or British news, right? And this is how it all started. His dad had an old note, right? That he gave to his wife.
Yeah.
And on it was Princess Diana. Guess what the 4-year-old said?
What did he say?
He said, "That was me when I was a princess."
That's a crazy thing to say as a kid.
As a kid, 4-year-old boys. He said, "I'm a princess," right? And then he said after that, he said, "Yeah, I was a princess before the sirens went off."
Before continuing, I wanted to warn you guys.
Yeah.
Their phones were being spied on. Click on this icon, then on more. If you see it, delete it immediately.
Fam,
Oh.
that means as soon as Princess Diana died, when the ambulance came, he knew, he remembered. As soon as he grew up, he started mentioning Prince William and Prince Harry. He referred to them as his sons.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. But no, this is where it really gets.
This kid's still alive, no?
Yes, bro. Right before Princess Diana was born, she had a older brother named John. John died as a baby, so Princess Diana didn't even get to meet John, right?
Yeah.
This kid goes on an interview, said, "I have an older brother named John." How would that kid even know a person that Princess Diana didn't even meet
So
in her
you're really
life?
connected to him.
Yeah. It was a 4-year-old boy.
Nah, bro. Yo, Haunted has to make an episode about the last words one. Those last words one. Imagine you're a fucking nurse and you go to you're in your shift in the hospital and you hear someone say one of those, some weird ass shit. Nah, bro. Did you guys not hear that deep meow? Yeah, now it's a high pitched. Dude, fuck. It is actually fucking creepy. Guys, should I do a PS2 videos after the haunted one? Let's do that. Alright?
Said that in his past life,
Stop brushing your teeth.
Alright, why?
Stop.
Why should I not brush my teeth? It's perfectly good for you guys. Actually, you should go brush your teeth right now. It's actually really good for your hygiene. And that's how you can get all the ladies too. Nice teeth. They and your breath won't stink. Yeah, I know some of y'all with stinky breath.
Brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth is bad. All right, let me explain.
Why? Why so bad, boy? Huh? Bad boy entertainment. Why am I like this, bro? It's that Diddy interview. It's that Diddy interview, bro. It's bad boy entertainment and shit. I'm off track about that. Well, why stop brushing your teeth? Let's hear him out though.
99% of people in this generation use plastic toothbrushes. You may say, what is the problem with that? Plastic toothbrushes have nylon bristles, which contain microplastics. Every time you brush your teeth, millions of microplastic bits enter your system. This usually causes cancer and leads to a worse life. If you want to avoid this, then you can use a more natural alternative. What I recommend is using something called a Miss Wax stick. This stick originated from nature and is a more natural and healthy way of brushing your teeth. It contains 0 microplastics and makes your teeth whiter in just a matter of days. I said way too much in this video. Now it is up to you to change your lifestyle habits.
Honestly, first off, where the fuck am I gonna find a stick like that? Second off, I don't believe that. Third off, I'm gonna keep brushing my teeth. Yeah. Nah, bro, y'all see that, right? Nah, bro. That demon better get its freaky deaky weaky cheeky ass on to the adoption center, to the orphanage, to the deepest parts of hell. Boom, owned. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. And subscribe, and subscribe if you don't want that demon to tickle your toes tonight. Bye.